Three, two, one.
Good morning.
Happy Friday. Good morning.
Yeah, so good to see you. It is January 15th. We're 2 weeks into 2021 already. Can you believe that?
How has it happening so fast? Feels like the days are just going by so quickly.
Yeah. So this is Talent Talk. I am Jurgen. Which way am I pointing? I'm pointing this way.
I'm Davina. Good morning and welcome to Talent Talk. This is our second week in 2021.
Yeah, it is going fast. So much of, and what we do here, in case this is your first time tuning in, is we kind of at the end of each week is we try to do Talent Talk. It's at 8:30 on Fridays, and we do a bit of a market update, let you know some new listings that may be coming on the market, or highlight a few listings or so, bring to light a few stories that are interesting, try to give you a little bit of context, and maybe also give you a little bit of something that's going on the weekend. So what is happening? Oh, you know what? First things first, right? We got a couple of happy birthdays coming up here. We have Christina Al-Sharbini from our DuPont office on Saturday. And who else?
Jennifer Maldonado on Monday.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and a special shout out. Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday is actually today. And so happy birthday, Dr. Martin Luther King. And we celebrate officially on Monday. So few birthdays through the weekend, through Monday.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be, actually, I don't even know. I was going to say, it looks like it's going to be a fair weekend because it was yesterday. It was a very nice day yesterday. But we also know that, Wednesday evening was, oh my goodness, the windstorm.
I slept right through it. I didn't hear much of anything.
Oh my goodness. It was so loud.
Yeah. Hey, Clorinda.
Hey, Miss Clorinda. And it looks like it's going to be a fairly mild weekend, 46 and cloudy, and Sunday is going to be 52 and partly sunny. So
yeah,
not too bad.
Right. Well, I'm looking for the sun. And Jerry, my husband, the other day, he was like, oh, it's going to be really nice and warm. It'll be 50 degrees. And I'm like, what? Warm? Well, the sun will be out. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah.
50 degrees is still shorts weather for me.
Yeah. 30 degrees, Jurgen, I think is still shorts weather for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's the Washingtonian in me.
Yeah. I want to put a sweater on right now, honestly, and I'm holding my coffee, trying to get, I'm just cold.
Yeah, I'm wearing a sweater. I'm wearing a turtleneck, the one I found in the closet after ever so long. I was talking to Donna this morning when I put it on, and I was trying to remember how long have I actually had this sweater, and I think this may be close to maybe 20 years old. Shockingly. That's how little I actually wear turtlenecks and sweaters. I bought it when I actually would wear like mock turtlenecks, and I wanted a full-length turtleneck. But I like it. Actually, it's not a bad look right now.
Yeah, you'd mentioned you were looking like Steve Jobs or something earlier.
Yeah.
The look.
Either that, or I'm in one of those troops where you play with puppets and stuff.
Yeah. You said 10 years. Are you talking about the age of the sweater? Oh, whoa! You were trying to guess how old your sweater.
Ah, that's good. Good morning, Donna. Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, my sweater is a year away from being able to legally drink on its own. It can actually leave the house without me.
It can go to the casino.
It's going to say, let it ride on black. All right. Well, you know what? With the market, typically we pull some figures and throw them up on the screen right now. But you know what? With the beginning of the new year, everything has really continued to flow in from the end of this past year, which was higher than normal. We talked about that last week. There's not a whole lot to update as far as any specific numbers, because what it's going to be is really kind of a repeat of the past week, which is inventory is still down. Buyer demand is still very high. There's anything that's coming on the market, if it is close to market value, and if you've got good marketing representation, they're going off the market very quickly. And for sellers, they're going at very favorable terms. For buyers, they are consulting with their agents to position their offers in the best way. The agents are going through, getting a lot of information so that they can make the best offers possible. It's kind of what we know about the market right now, right?
It is. And, as we're in the winter months, I mean, we do see, obviously we had a COVID year last year in regards to how things were trending. And we had a shift in our market as far as activity. Right now, we don't have a ton of listings that are coming on them. I mean, like, listings are super low. So that's even making our inventory even tighter. Had people ask, well, should we just wait till spring to list? And it's like, no, get that thing on the market now, right? Because it really is, since there's no inventory, there's a lot of pent up demand. So
hugely so. People aren't necessarily waiting because the impact of COVID is around us right now still. So a lot of people are still working remotely, still working from home, or have adjusted schedules that allow for a little more flexibility to be able to see. The market has really started right off. And one of the advantages of having the home on the market early, right at this moment, is the fact that you have very little competition compared to what you're going to have once you get into March, April, May timeframe, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And even then, people are thinking, oh gosh, more people are going to be putting their homes on the market, and there'll be more inventory. Having those conversations with some buyers saying, should we wait? And it's like, it's still so low. There's going to be, even though more homes are going to be coming on, there's so many more buyers in those homes. It's still going to be very, very busy. So, I'm just telling everyone, just keep swimming, So.
Yeah. Well, there is a little bit of, so we've got a couple of stories, and actually have a little bit of fun too, because something happened this past week and it went virtual instead of going live and in person, like so many of the things that we have gone through during the year. But we'll touch on a couple stories and then give you a couple things for the weekend as well. So we've been talking about the mortgage rate limbo. Every week it seems to be going down. Well, guess what? This week, for the first time in a while, it has gone back up. So on average across the U.S., according to Freddie Mac's primary mortgage market survey, the average rate across the U.S. is now 2.79%, up from 2.65% this past week, that was the lowest ever on record. So this is coming back up, but it's still 23 consecutive weeks under 3%, which I don't know how much we can bang the whole drum on this. I mean, that is historic lows. We have a generation of buyers now that don't know what a normal mortgage rate is, a healthy mortgage rate in the market, right?
Right. We're getting spoiled right now. Seriously. So take advantage, literally take advantage of the low mortgage rates. Look at, just like this says, it's been in the past 23 weeks. So we're getting upon, almost 6 months of historically low interest rates that have been hovering right around, the basis points have been going up and down, but it's been pretty steady and low. It doesn't appear they're going to go much lower than this. And the only other direction is higher. So just don't be one to say, I wish I coulda, woulda, shoulda. right now is the time to jump in.
You know what's funny about this though? 2.79%. It's a 14 basis point jump from 2.65%. But guess what? 2.79 was the lowest on record maybe about 12 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that long that 2.79% was the lowest on record. So, yeah, interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Here's something. We know this about the market. This is from Realtor Magazine. All of the links for any of the stories that we reference or the things that we do, we end up putting those links in the comments as well, so that you can click on the articles and you can definitely see the sources that they're coming from. This one is from Realtor Magazine. Poll consumers expect even hotter 2021 market, and that, man. It goes right in line with everything that we already understand. People are, as sellers, many of them are, man, you know what? For sellers, they're excited, but they're also really concerned too, because oftentimes sellers have to purchase a home as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So the question for a lot of sellers is, if I sell my home, where am I going to go? You know what I've seen a lot of lately is sellers selling their home and moving into rentals and waiting until the right property comes up. So it's very interesting. People are taking advantage of the market and just kind of hanging out and leveraging because they've got cash in the bank now. They can make better offers, and they're moving into rentals or moving in with relatives and waiting it out. So
yeah, there's just so much going on. And then actually referencing on the next story, I mean, when you're trying to figure out how you're going to go from selling your home, which is that advantageous position, to purchasing a home on the other side, there are different things that you can do as well. We've got some programs actually really well set up to help sellers bridge the gap and actually make that jump. And it's not always easy. And maybe we'll take some time on a future one to go in a couple of them, because they're really interesting, and you really should have a consultation, because planning and being prepared is really the key to being really successful in this market.
Yep. And you know what? Don't be discouraged. You know, as some people choose to leverage in different ways. I was just having conversations. There are still contingent offers that are being accepted that are super strong. And there are ways you can formulate and set your offer up so that it could be the best, even if you have a home to sell. So don't be discouraged. Reach out to your real estate professional and get some good advice and guidance.
I had the cheerleading chant going on in my head as you're doing. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged.
1, 2, 3, ready, set, go. Yeah, I wasn't a cheerleader. I was on the pep squad though.
I wasn't a cheerleader either, but in a assembly, they voted on some people to be male cheerleaders just for an assembly, and somehow I managed to get voted in and then kicked out of it too. So that's probably a story for another day. But so
it does not surprise me. Did you wear pigtails? I think I saw a picture of you recently with some pigtails. That was last year you were wearing pigtails.
Yes, that was me growing that hair out, and I'm glad I did it. I mean, it was a great way for a year to remember my dad and just do something that made me really, really uncomfortable. I'm really accustomed to hair like this, not hair like this. Okay, so on the screen, you see Keeping Current Matters, and they have a blog. It's fantastic, good curated information to help you understand, see what's going on in the market, and then you can apply it into your understanding and perceptions as well. There are 4 reasons that they identify that people are still buying homes in 2021. Can you guess what some of those are? If you're playing along at home, the first one that they identify is record low mortgage interest rates. We just talked about that. They're the lowest on record in history, 30-year history of mortgage rates. That is a high incentive for somebody to be able to purchase a home in 2021. Again, check with your lenders, talk with your realtor. The other reason people are buying homes in 2021, what's happened over the past year?
I can guess.
What's that?
Is it that people are working from home?
It is absolutely ding, ding, ding. I need like flashing lights, right? Beep, beep. Like the cash cab. Working from home, absolutely. That the current accommodations for a lot of people weren't based on having an office inside the home. In addition to the home, not only the space in a home, but the environments, dogs, kids, just other, possibly even just roommates. So space has become much more enviable in having that that area. So working from home is definitely one of those driving factors. A third space or a third one, also kind of COVID related here, right? And we'll touch on it with what's going on with some restaurant things, etc. More outdoor space, because when you're home now, you want more room to roam. You want to be able to, get the fresh air, be able to have space. And that hasn't always been, especially with urban sprawl and I want to say condensation, but it's not condensation because that's water flowing out. The condensing of population areas, we're seeing it kind of shift the other way with the social distancing and other things. So can you guess what the fourth one is? And if you saw the article, you don't have to guess, but it's an interesting one.
It is. It is. Avoiding doing home renovations.
Yes. Because the market conditions for sellers are so strong right now that normally when you are getting ready to put your home on the market, when you're trying to get market value or perhaps top dollar, we're going to walk through and we're going to help you identify the things that can help you achieve your goals. And some of these things, may cost money because either they're repairs, they might be little updates that are going to make your home more attractive, to stand out, to get more attention, because competition is always going to help you win in those scenarios. But right now, the demand is so high that people are able to avoid doing some of those things and still get very good value and start looking for their next home, right?
Oh, absolutely. And people would rather buy than have to go through renovation. I was talking to a friend who they've been, obviously COVID, they're in their house and saying, we're going to put a bathroom outside, and we're going to build a covered area, and we're going to put an outdoor thing, and we want to put another bathroom inside the house, and they're like trying to add square footage, and then they're going to lose space in their garage because they were going to probably spend about $150,000, and then they realized, oh my gosh, if we were to actually just move, we could get more space with the lower interest rate and not have to do all of that stuff. And I was like, yeah. So, and imagine, living in a construction zone for the amount of time that was going to take. They could just sell their home, not have to do anything to it, because the conversations that we're having now with our sellers, most sellers are saying, okay, I need to do this before and this before and that before. And a lot of the renovations that people do, they make the home nicer, but they don't really add value because, some things aren't going to make a difference in price. And we're saying, nah, you really don't need to do that, as long as you just fix the stuff that's broken, but you don't need to do that.
Yep.
That's not necessary, so the conversation is really different right now too.
Yeah. And that's the value of conversation is when we're doing consulting, et cetera, being able to have being able to talk about what's actually going on right now and how you can best impact those results. So yeah, Christina, absolutely. With new construction that we've talked about. Oh, we skipped right over that, didn't we? Oh, we'll have to wrap up with our new listing on the market and give a little shout out inside of there. But in keeping with the time, for sure. Builders, new construction have had a very, very difficult time getting any new appliances. Building materials have, the prices have gone up. Lumber has gone up so very much. So even those renovations that you're talking about, people wanting to build onto their homes or doing things, the prices to do that have gone up over the past year, probably close to double in many cases.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that means the timeline to get those things done is going to be really long. We'll be out of COVID by the time your renovation gets completed.
Yeah. It's so interesting. All right. So we're about 9 minutes from 9 o'clock. And what I see here is there's one interesting thing. There was CES, Consumer Electronics Show, that happened in Las Vegas. Everybody did not attend because it was virtual. So you had to see it all. It was different in that regard. But there were some cool things. We just want to touch on a few things. You can go through. There is so much technology that's still going on. And COVID has impacted some of the things that people are looking at. But these were some of the ones that kind of stood out, kind of cool. Certainly there are more in, I didn't even put this on here, laptops. There's one, I think it's called the Firefly from HP that's coming out. It has a high-end, it's got like a 5 megapixel camera on there. It has 4 speakers throughout. I think it may even have a ring light. There's so many cool things that are coming out this side, but we want to focus on some of the things that are more maybe home-oriented or just kind of interesting here. First one is a TCL and LG have rollable phones. As you can see right there, the phones will actually stretch. It's not a foldable, it's a rollable phone, and it will open up or close. Wow, weird, right?
That's crazy.
This is a cool little game table. So if you want to be able to play games, it's licensed with all the Hasbro games, Monopoly, etc. So you can, when we can get away either with the family, we can be together, or with friends, being able to play those and not have to have 50 boxes around your house, be able to pull out one thing and play any game you really want to. This is cool. Keurig Cold Snap. It is the Keurig of ice cream makers. You've got these and they're like pods. It will make soft serve. It will make it for your coffee or your hot chocolate. You can really get creative with that without having to go to the store every time for every little flavor that you want. Take a look at this. It's Samsung's Bot Handy. It can put it can actually put dirty dishes in your dishwasher. It can put them away. It can even pour you a bottle of wine without breaking glasses.
Pour you a bottle of wine. It can pour.
Oh no! Seriously, I believe there should be a setting on there that you can just lean back in a chair. It's Razer Project Hazel. This is kind of cool because face masks, they muffle sound a lot. And for people who maybe read lips or being able to see somebody's lips move is really important to some people, even somebody who might be a little hard of hearing. These masks are really kind of cool. They have a screen up in the front. The filters on the side actually help clarify what's being said and amplify just a little bit. They also have those ring lights around there, but that's not just for a look. It can also help illuminate inside the mask. So if it's dark and somebody's looking at lips, they can actually see your lips inside there. So another kind of cool thing. Nobi, there's more multi-generational living, or some of our elder population are trying to be at home longer before going into a home or anything else. These are lights that can be installed that actually are smart lights, fall prevention. They can do so much, even let emergency personnel in if there was a emergency that took place inside there. And again, check out some of these things. Now, this bathtub is a spa in your home. It even has wood gratings. It can splash along the side. It has fog. It is all controlled. It has lighting. It has essential oils. It will only set you back the price of a used car at $16,000. But is it worth it? That's for you to decide, right? This is, I thought this was kind of funny. It's a wellness toilet. Right? I think it is phenomenal. As you can see over here, it says, "Hello, I'm your wellness partner." What does that mean? It means that it can analyze skin, it can analyze waste, and it can help you understand, are you healthy or not? You can see down here, it says, "Your diet seems unbalanced." The recommended recipe is salmon chicken avocado salad. That almost seems like too much, doesn't it?
How do you get it in there? Is it like a toilet, or do you have to put a
It's a
sample?
toilet. It's a toilet.
Why does she have it outside? Like, isn't that someone in the grocery store, like in the fruit department? That just doesn't look right.
I think that is I think that's an example of what it would be. I'm hoping it's not that strong a partner.
It's gonna take my toilet with me to the store.
It's gonna be there at the point of sale.
Gosh.
All right, then we just have a couple quick things to wrap up, and we'll get to the listing, and then we will get you back onto your day, because that's always important.
Absolutely. Looking for something to do this weekend, or any weekend, or any day, weekday. There's an an article from South Sound Magazine talking about pivoting for winter. So restaurants actually having some cool outdoor living space. So don't have to not go to the restaurant and just do takeout or to go. You can actually sit down, and the spaces are warm and inviting.
Yeah, and they just if you look around, it just came out that they approved bars or restaurants that have the roll-up doors, that they can actually roll those up, and they can have, I believe it's 25% indoor seating as well, as long as it meets the requirements for airflow, everything else. And there's some other things in it, but it at least is a step forward.
That is good.
Yeah. Then you have 3 to see here, right?
Yeah, there's some things that are going on this weekend and into Monday. So Martin Luther King Jr., there's a celebration for his birthday and in honor MLK Day, and some performances like poetry writing. There's also a night sky tour. That's actually next week. And there's a link where you can actually register. And tomorrow, JBLM is doing a drive-in movie. I almost said a drive-through movie. That would be interesting, right? Really slow drive-through.
It's 3D.
Right? Yeah. Frozen will be screened drive-in style at American Lake. So, and they're all also going to have food and prepackaged food and drinks. So that's tomorrow, and also 2 weeks from this weekend as well. And then
there you go.
Yeah. So, yep. So the city of Tacoma is also, it's going to be virtual. So it'll be live. Well, not live, but it'll be on television Monday. And there's going to be a lot of things that are going on with MLK celebrations. So you want to tune in, and there's information on how you can communicate. I think I want to say it's 8:00 on Monday evening, and it'll be broadcast on television.
There we go. And the links are also inside there. There are a lot of different events that are going on, and it feels a little odd maybe to say celebration when I think about it, but certainly in honor of all that occurred, and the leadership that was inside there to help bring about some change. So
yeah, I think it's okay because it's his birthday. So I think the MLK Day is kind of in conjunction with Martin Luther's birthday. So we're celebrating his birthday and then also honoring and remembering. So
very nice. Okay. And then since we missed at the beginning, we'll get this, and then we'll actually do a wrap up here, because we do have one listing on here. Daviana, do you have this one?
Sure, I do have this listing, and we will go ahead and get it going. It is our Garrett Lafferty out of our Olympia office has this listing on 3 Comet Lane in Shelton. It is an 864 square foot, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, lovingly maintained double wide in Christmas Village. And it's a 55 plus home park, and it's got a clubhouse, and it's got vaulted ceilings and very nicely landscaped AC. Just a lovely place to call home, and brand new roof. give Garrett a call if you would like to tour this home. And it also includes a home warranty. Very affordable price, $89,900.
You know, you said it's in Christmas Village. Growing up in Shelton, Shelton is Christmastown, USA, because of all the trees and where all those Christmas trees go across the states and across the world. And one of the very first jobs I ever had was tying tops on Christmas trees, going out in the woods and tying the branches together to make them grow strong and bushy, straight and bushy. Okay, and the very last one is visit Olympia's finest community at Mill Pond. There's a lot of construction underway. New construction is harder to find, but the quality of the construction really sets Mill Pond apart. Call over there, set up an appointment. We need appointments to show, but you will be impressed. And then that wraps us up, right? My goodness, we got through it.
We did. We did it. We made it. Just a reminder, coming up Monday, we do have our regular talent talk. And we are going to be talking about we're going to be getting educated about the top 10 deductions for small businesses. So Andrew Brady with Karen Accounting is going to enlighten us on Monday. That starts at 8:15. And also, there's
Career Night.
Yes.
On, is that Tuesday? Is the 26th Tuesday? I believe it is. But if I'm wrong, in the back, I can see Christy giving a thumbs up. From 5:30 to potentially up to 7 o'clock. There are already signups going on, so definitely join in. It's done virtually. And if you have ever been interested in what a career in real estate looks like or what it might mean to you, that is the place to go to find out. The very last thing I want to make a note of is for anyone in real estate, or if you are in a contract or anything else, just a quick reminder, MLK Day is on Monday, and that is a legislative holiday, and that means that it does not count in your days if any of your timelines on a contract, anything else. So just a little quick reminder, and then we've come to our wrap up.
That's right. So we are going to count it out. We are glad to be here for another day, another week. We are going to roll it in to next week starting on Monday. And so enjoy some non-rain and maybe some sunshine this weekend, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
No Seahawks.
I'm looking for a little part. What's that?
Unfortunately, no Seahawks this weekend. Sorry, I was trying to get through it without,
You know what? When you said it like that, I now know why I'm wearing the color black to get today, because I'm still mourning.
Usually you're wearing your Seahawks blue, right?
I know.
So, yeah.
I'm mourning in the morning.
Yeah. It's okay, but we can still be bold through it all.
Yep. All right.
Next year. So, all right, guys. Well, have a wonderful weekend. You want to count us out, Jurgen?
Absolutely. Remember, be bold when you are at that precipice of being able to do something great. Take the step. Be great. Don't wait. Do it today. So on 3, make a declaration out loud with us to say be bold and declare to yourself to do it. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Be bold. All right. See y'all next week. Or actually see you on Monday.
Yeah. That is next week.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.